I'll take you right back to it. And again, you can use those rock formations to break pursuit with the ice wolves, if you want to avoid them and you're on foot. And you can do the same thing around here, which is closer to the coast. The person that I'm heading towards is a somewhat crazy. Oh, those are the Geists. No, I don't think those are Geists at all. I think those are magic anomalies. Well, probably so, since I haven't done the mage quest long for this character. The difference between the two is magic versus ice. Also, one way to avoid these ice wolves is to go into the water and they won't chase you there. That will be a huge difference if you are playing survival, I think. When I've completed the game normally, then I'll go back to and do survival. You know the differences between the two. Sometimes those marks on the map can be a little bit off and misleading. Those ice bears do not mess around. Orc really leave you alone unless you get too close to them, so they're not really concerned. And I went too far.
When the top level was built, no more could be placed. It was and is the maximal apex. I can almost hear them. I feel their life energy. Come, I will make the mixture. What is this? It's just a book. I can...
Very bad idea.
Come, my champion. Now, you have my Agma Infinium. It contains the knowledge of the ages, as revealed to Xarxes, my loyal servant. For hundreds of years, it's been shut away from the world. Septimus was a useful tool for unleashing it. Now, it is in your hands. Let us work wonders together.
Okay, and now back to the island. I'm gonna head back to the island first before trying to read the Waking World here. I think it's Waking World I need to read. And doing that for simplicity's sake. Since I don't... Well, some things can be really off if you do them outside the DLC or not. Disadvantage to summoning Arvac, which is what I'll do up here, is the fact that you don't gain experience from doing so. You don't know this because of the nature of the spell, because the spell is very simple, even if it takes a lot of mana. The level of the spell is not very high. That could be it too. But regardless, it won't advance your conjuration abilities. However, even having said that, Ddraig is a very useful horse. Primarily because if anyone actually manages to defeat Ddraig, or remove all of its health points, it doesn't actually kill Arvak. It only returns Arvak to the Soul Cairn. Because Arvak has spent so much time in the Soul Cairn, he or she is bound there. That is why Arvak has this skeletal look to him, or her. Well, I guess it doesn't matter at this point. But it also means the Arvak isn't alive anymore. Not in the same sense. So if Arvak dies, then all you need to do is just recast a spell, and they're back in the material plane again. And the same thing is true of this, and I'm very bad with dragon names, but Durnriver, I think that's how you pronounce it. The dragon's the same way. It can't be killed any longer. If it's defeated, he'll just head back to the Soul Cairn again, because the dragon has spent so much time in the Soul Cairn, it's bound there. However, the dragon is not a skeletal dragon, unlike Arvak, because the dragon's not mortal. Not in the same sense. And the same is also true to a degree of Serana's mother, who spent I'm not exactly sure how long she spent there, but it's at least 5,000 years or more. Probably closer to 10,000 years in the Soul Cairn. And all that prolonged exposure to the Soul Cairn did not alter her either. In the dragon's case and in the vampire's case, it could be because they're no longer mortal. Or if you're a vampire, you're not mortal while you're a vampire. You can be cured of vampirism, at which point you become mortal again. But the Soul Cairn has a different effect on mortals and non-mortals. And it could also be from the fact that the vampirism itself is a curse or a blessing, depending upon how you look at it. From the Daedra. I don't know why my brain just stopped working. It's a Daedric curse or a Daedric blessing, depending upon how you look at it. Vampirism in general comes from Molag Bal, who is the father of vampires. Basically all vampires, not just the disease vampires as an offshoot of the vampiric curse, but all vampires. And you see him in this game too, in two different places. Vampirism and the Dawnguard DLC, and also in Miraak. At least I'm mixing up that name too. There is a haunted house here in Miraak that you run into Molag Bal as well. I was hoping I could actually jump up here, but there, that will do. the tentacled Daedra that you saw, and he's also
Talk to Captain Galland if you're looking to book passengers. Yes?
Well, I guess nothing bad happened the last time. Get yourself settled then.
At any rate, the tentacled Daedra that you saw back there is Mermaeus Mora. Or Mora. It's the Daedra, or sometimes known as the Demon of Knowledge. And he is tied with Solstein, the events in Solstein. He governs fake knowledge, learning, and also memory. And he has a rather extensive, if broken, and it's broken because it's broken up into multiple books. Oblivion Plane. The Aprolip, and I apologize for being a little bit hard on pronouncing some of these. Aprolipkia. It's Apocrypha. It's made up of multiple smaller dimensions, each of them in the form of a book. And basically you enter each of these books individually. And they're somewhat tied together as well. But you could think of them as islands of knowledge, if that makes sense. Alright, so I'm way out here. This should be far enough. I wonder if that guy... Well, no courier ran into me while I was there, so... I guess not. Alright, it's Waking Dreams. There it is. And I'm going into one of those worlds now. Oh boy. As a dragon. Oh, it could be because I've already defeated this place before I came here. Okay, now it makes sense now. Animals, people, even dragons. Earth mind, dragon. You can see the tentacles of Mermaeus Mora up there. Magic. Okay.
Beware. Miraak is strong. He knew you would come here.
that's how you do it. Tap the L3 button.
Move them quick.
Oh no, this is nice.
Move them quick.
All that water, what looks like water at the bottom is, you can think of it as ink, which sort of fits this plane of oblivion. There's two dragons that I can see. Okay, X to land. I'll need to land up there.
Zarota, are you so easily swayed? No. Not yet. We should greet our guest first. And so the first Dragonborn meets the last Dragonborn at the summit of Apocrypha. No doubt, just as Mermaeus Mora intended, he is a fickle master, no. But now I will be free of him. My time in Apocrypha is over. You are here in your full power, and thus subject to my full power. You will die, and with the power of your soul, I will return to Solstheim and be master of my own fate once again.
And heal. I'm really liking these bolts of fire. Oh, my dragon's helping me too. Alright, he's teleported. There he is. that's potentially bad. Oh, that is worse. That melted me. Okay, so I gotta fight him again. If he's
no doubt, just as
absorbing
Mermaeus Mora. Tender is a fickle master, you know. But now I will be free of him. My time in Apocrypha is over. You are here in your full power, and thus subject to my full power. You will die, and with the power of your soul, I will return to Solstheim and be master of my own fate once again.
Nope. Might be helpful. I might not be able to summon here. I can't. Alright, if I can't summon him, and I guess that is a dragon aspect. I aim the moment he moves. Teleported again. It's gonna take that dragon now. And I can't stop him. Let's switch to exploding. Teleported again. Take another one. I can't seem to stop him when he's in that mode. He did that thing where your enemies sometimes just jump right out of the way. Moving. Oh, he's teleported again. Shoot. Where is he? There he is.
Did you think to escape me, Miraak? You can hide nothing from me here. No matter. I have found a new dragon born to serve me.
May he be rewarded for his service, as I am.
Miraak harbor fantasies of rebellion against me. Learn from his example. Serve me faithfully, and you will continue to be richly rewarded.
Three dragons. Each time he used the dragons to basically take their souls and heal himself. Actually quite a few dragon bones and scales to get. All the skills are being shown. Oh, clear the perks. Oh, this is interesting. So in other words, if you have a branch, I guess, that you're not using, you can clear the perks here. That does make for a nice visual, I guess. These little guys remind me of gremlins. Okay, so nothing bad happened around me. So it looks like I was just being overcautious when I took the book outside of town to open it. I'll drop off the bones and scales here. I'm still not in a position yet where I can actually form or make weapons from them. This house is nice because it's got these 4 mannequins. Actually, that was a mistake. I hit the wrong button. Fortunately, that doesn't have any weight. His sword's a nice one. I think I'll keep it with me. I still need to meet with the wizard again. Got a couple of things to turn in. Plus I need to get a heart stone. And I also need to tell the people up north that he's been taken care of. The place is safe again.
Your actions here have been a blessing to us all, Sergio. Next time you're hungry, stop by. I always have plenty of food for sale.
It's busier now that things are starting to look up. I guess I might stay a bit longer after all. You're making my buyer happy. Keep them coming. If you need any supplies, you know where to find me.
There are heartstones all over the island. And what is that? It's a floating shield. Whole bunch of crazy magic users. Lead them to their nonsense. I'll just stop by just in case.
If they couldn't hold off the Draugr, who can?
We've got a crew on it. They're not sharp, but they're working hard. Come back soon. We'll see how they're doing.
Everything seems fun so far. At any rate, Heartstone seems almost as if they're rocks thrown by this volcano for some strange reason. There's some Hearthstone in here, and I'll just grab that. Which is, maybe it's not just that. Oh, there was some already mined in here, but I guess not. Here it is. I'm gonna grab a few of them just in case. Next, far to the east. So if it's underground like that, then what I just said is probably not accurate. The Hearthstone was already here, it might have just been uncovered. I was originally thinking... Weird. Originally thinking that because you can find some Hearthstone out here. It looks like it was thrown and embedded. Of course it could be both. Right here, for example. This looks like it landed here. It's also not Hearthstone. The Hearthstone is beside it. So it could have been just exposed, never mind. This, however, was thrown by that volcano. I wonder if that skeleton can beat it. Oh, wow. It's doing a pretty good job. It's tanking it at any rate. Nope, it lost. Yeah, and then just more things to deal with. I spawned at that. I need to up my magic regeneration. Makes for a very useful tank.
Hold still. Let me get a good look at you. Incipient madness, loss of self-awareness, black spots in the whites of the eyes. any of the documented indications of Mermaeus Mora's permanent influence? No, you look fine. Well, at least no different than when I first saw you. Who? Oh, him. Well, I assume you killed him. Or Mermaeus Mora turned on him when you looked like the winning bet. Or a bit of both. Miraak's influence has vanished from Solstheim. So, I assumed you handled things. Why? Did something interesting happen? Well, that is what you hero types do, isn't it? I wasn't expecting anything less. Now all that's left are these black books. It's a shame I haven't located any more. So much more to learn. Excellent. I'll take it. Here, have some septims. Oh, have you? Well, let me just extract those memories and I'll see if you found anything useful. I promise that any unrelated memories I run across will be kept in the strictest of confidences. Here, you deserve a bit of a reward for your efforts. That was a lengthy trip for you, I'm sure. There are too many coincidences. There must be someone behind all of my recent troubles. Now that my tower is healed, I can finish some of my more delicate experiments. There are too many coincidences. Yes, I have enemies, legions of them back in Morrowind. However, in this case, I have reason to believe it is someone in Solstheim. Not yet. That may come later. First, I need to identify the culprit. I've enchanted this ring to find the source of the attacks. Here, take it. Just wear it. It will light up the source when you get close to it. I enchanted the ring with a bit of ash from the last ash spawn attack. It can follow the magical link back to its summoner. The link is weak, so you'll have to be within about 100 feet of the source. Try walking around the grounds with the ring on.
Good day, friend. Keeping well? Heartstones are only found on Solstheim, as far as I know. Master Neloth believes they may be fragments from inside Red Mountain that were flung here during the huge eruption 200 years ago. No, it turns out that the spell requires a heartstone to cast properly. I didn't have one with me when I cast it. If you cast the spell without a heartstone, it attacks anything in sight. I'd better get going.
Alright, so now I've got to wear that ring. some Hearthstone pretty close by. Well, come to think of it, it could have been thrown by the mountain recently and far in the past as well. That could explain why some of it is buried underneath structures that are at least over 200 years old. Hold on, I just saw something. To a degree, I think that makes sense. That means that was acting almost like a beacon for those things.